So stay tuned. Right here, what we've got is a 2-year-old filly. She's a customer horse. And as a lot of you know from Facebook and YouTube, we went to Alabama. So she's been off for a couple of weeks. I'd started her, got about a month on her, and she's been off for about 2.5 weeks. So the number one thing I want to share with y'all is when you've let your horses off for a while, I don't care if it's a 2-year-old that's green broke. I don't care if it's your older horse. There's just some things you need to do. Check out those horses. You can see I just saddled her up and pulled her out of the stall. And she's standing here really nice. But our main objective here is for you people to stay safe. 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 I can't say that word enough. And in order to stay safe, you got to have your horses soft, supple, and light. It's just that simple. And what we're going to do here is we're going to share with you what we do. Now, you take this mare here. First thing I'm going to do is got her saddled up. I'm going to move her feet around. Get up here. Rope's all a mess. Now, I'm just going to move her right here. Come here. Come here. And just kind of do a sending exercise here without a wall. A lot of times I'll do the sending exercise and I'm putting the pressure on them between me and the wall. But as you can see how soft this mare is, notice she's not pulling on me. I don't need that wall over there to keep her here at this length. If you'll notice, my hand is at the same length every time. There you go. She's not humpy. She's not nothing. Next thing I'm going to do right quick is sit here and flex her. And as you can see, I'm just doing that with 2 fingers and she's coming all the way around. Now, I've gotten old and a little bit lazy, so rather than walking around there, I'm going to do it from this side. And we'll see how good she is. And every horse will have a good side and a bad side. And she's a lot softer on the left side than she is the right. See, I had to put a little bit more pressure right there. Come here. There you go. Now, we're not going to go through a lot because, she just acted calm and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridle her up and get on her. But, on a lot of these horses, you can sit here and read them, and you could tell. Now, if she was all bug-eyed and feeling good and wanting to go fast, you think, well, I need to work her. Okay. As you can all tell, we had a phone call come in here, and I went ahead and bridled up the horse. And now we're ready to start this again. Whenever you put the bridle on and you get one saddled up, a lot of things I like to do is sit here and just move that horse's hip around. Move them around like that. Come back over here. Here, come here. Move that hip around. Just get these horses bending. Just get them bending and paying attention to you. And just constantly keep checking them out. I found as I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot more thorough because I just don't hit the ground like I used to. Now I'm going to get on her. And you notice I got her head cocked. On fresh horses, even on horses that have been rode 14 miles yesterday, I will never get on a horse with her head straight out and the reins hanging. And just right here. Because by the time I get halfway up there, I have no control. No control. My body's too busy trying to get on in case the horse does something. And this has happened to a very good friend of ours. Broke 4 vertebrae in her back. Horse just took off. Give her a concussion, all kinds of stuff. Always get her head cocked here. That way, if she does want to do something, I've got her. I've got her right here. That's all I got to do is raise my hand up. And I've got her shut down. Now, when I first get on, I'm going to sit here. What am I going to do? I'm going to flex her. And what flexing does is it stretches the muscles here on this rib cage when she comes around. It'll stretch the muscles here on this side when she comes around. It'll get her following my hands and getting in tune to me. Do you notice I'm sitting here talking and this mare has not taken a step? Nor have I asked her to. Because I see so many horses out here that are high-headed when somebody gets on them and they can't even flex them because the horses are too busy walking off on them. You know, you're out on a trail ride and you want to take a short break right quick and just stop and let everything rest. And the person standing over there, you can't even talk to them because the horse is just dancing all the time. You know, there's a lot said for a horse to stand here with you on them and do nothing. A lot said for that. That tells you the horse is in control with you, is in tune with you, and somewhat doing what you want. Now, here's your other big thing, and I've helped some people who had some project horses, okay? Project horses are a wonderful thing, and they're a wonderful thing to hone your horsemanship skills. Project horses will also get you hurt because those horses are not broke. They're not broke well. Those are horses that you're going home to work on. Now, you get on a horse, I don't care if it's this 2-year-old, a project horse, or your broke horse, after they've been off for a while. What I always do is I'll sit here and pull their head right here, and now I'm just going to wiggle my legs and pull their head around and get them to bend right here and walk forward. Now, if she was to buck, I've got her. See, if she went to flying into a bucking, look what I got. I got her right here. You know, take care of yourself and always keep your horse in a position to do well. Don't ever let them get in a position where they could do something wrong. You know, I've told folks, you know, when you get on her, pull her head around and make her walk in forward motion. Well, do you know what they do? They'll do this right here. They think they're pulling their head around. They're not. When I say pull her head around and walk in forward motion, I mean get that thing down here. And that way, if everything was to go helter-skelter, they're already shut down. Everybody's afraid they're going to pull too much. Now, I do talk about pulling on these horses all the time. But what I'm wanting you to understand, whenever I say pull their head around, look at me. I'm pulling with 2 fingers. Just my index finger and my thumb. Okay? The lighter, when you're teaching, okay, if I'm teaching this mare here to flex, and I get a hold of that thing and I pull it this hard, just pull her head around here and fight, I'm always going to have to use that much pressure to get her to do it. I start out with the least amount of pressure as possible, but yet as much as I need to get the job done. That way I can sit here and just right here. You know, just right here. Now, like I said, once you bend her around, you know, and if she's wanting to go fast or do something silly, keep doing this right here. Keep doing this right here until she slows down like this mare is. You know, until she gets relaxed. Relaxed is what we're all after. You cannot enjoy the trail ride whenever your horse is all in a ball. When they're all in a ball of pushing on you, you can't do it. What the biggest problem is, and I want you to look at where her neck's coming out here. Okay? I see so many horses where their neck's coming out up here. It's getting up here. They're all cocked back here. Do you know what that is? It's stiffness. It's the horse bracing against you. They're tense. They're ready for impact. What the problem is 90% of the people do not ride with their seat or their legs. They're riding right here with their hands. Okay? So whenever I go to pulling on her, and I'll just sit here and wonder, see, look where her head goes. I'm sitting here, look at that. The problem is that's where a lot of people ride and can't figure out why the horse is stiff. Does that make any sense to y'all? The thing you've got to rely on is the power of One-rein. I've been preaching this for a year. The power of one-rein. Right there. The power of one-rein. The power of a one-rein stop. The first thing you got to teach, if you want your horse to one-rein stop, and I've been helping some people, they say, well, I don't like doing a one-rein stop because I could flip a horse over. Yeah. If you've never done a one-rein stop on a horse and they don't know nothing about it, yeah, there's a good chance you could get the horse to fall. The first thing you got to do when teaching a one-rein stop is this right here. Right here. Whenever you feel, she feels that rein pick up, look where she's going. She's coming right back here. Look what her feet are doing. They're doing nothing. Okay? Everything comes in stages. I'm going to do another video here today on foundation. On the foundation. What we got to have in a foundation. And I'm going to explain what a foundation is on a horse. Okay? But I want you to look at this mare right here. She has a great foundation. She's standing here calm, her head's hanging, she's relaxed, and everything's great. But it's because I've always micromanaged in her training, for her to do good. Okay? To do good. She's had several miles out on the trail on her. Now, this is the first time we've ever rode her in the barn because we were staying at the ranch so much. Everything I'd done to her was outside. Now, a lot of times on some of these horses that has never been into a barn like this, man, they're scared to death. They're just spooking at everything. But you see, my horse is soft. My horse is soft. My horse is in tune to me. She's not spooking at the tractor. She's not spooking at that barrel. She's not spooking at the walls in here. I've rode some of these things in here, man, they're just bouncing from one side to the other, scared to death. A barn is a big old scary thing. But if you get your horses with a solid foundation and get them listening to you, you don't have those problems. It's amazing what a foundation will do to a horse. So, get back to what I'm saying. You got to get the horses soft. Right here. Woo. Now, I didn't really stop her with my reins. I stopped her with my seat. I buried my butt in the back of the saddle. Okay? When you do not have control of the horse's head, you have nothing. You have nothing. Now, okay, if a horse's nose is out, and watch people, what do? They go down here. They go down here. Try and get that nose in here. Okay? What I do is the opposite of that. When you go down low like this, you're getting the horse's weight more on the front end. The front end is carrying 70% of the weight anyway. So whenever you go to forcing it down here with your hands down low, and see, she's not liking it because I haven't done that to her. It puts more weight on the front end. What I want to do is get my hands up here chest high. Looky there. See how much more happier my horse is? It also gets those shoulders lifted up. And that way, if I want to, the shoulders are up, all that weight's not on. And I haven't done a lot of this with her, so I'm going to teach her just to move that front end over and let you all watch this. And see, she's going backwards, but I'm holding my hands up here. And I'm still in my box, and she don't know. But she does have the foundation that she knows to move that front end over. There. All you want is one step. That's all you want when you're teaching this stuff. See here? Come here. And a lot of these 2-year-olds and things will go into pressure instead of getting away from it. And that's what she's trying to do right now. So what I'm going to do is sit here and just say, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. There you go, right there. And my hands are up high, and yet my nose is in. It raises the shoulders up where she can move. We're not jamming all that pressure on her. And you can just sit here and just mess with it. There it is. There's a step. That's all I wanted right there, baby doll. Anyway, that's just a lot of the things that we do here. We're going to be showing you a lot more. We have a bunch of 2-year-olds that we're fixing to start. Matter of fact, 2 of those I took and done the first day's foundation work on them yesterday. And I'm going to get one of them out here in a few minutes, and we're going to talk about foundation and getting your horses soft, right here. See, we're darn near flexing with forward motion. You know, we sit here and teach our horses to keep their feet still whenever we flex, but looky here. But see, I could actually push that rib over right there. See? And she's looking for the release. Right there it is. There you go, right there. And that's all you got to do. But notice how I'm doing it. 2 fingers. Just 2 fingers. Light, soft. That all came from the foundation. This is what I'm talking about. Very few horses have a foundation on them. And we're going to get into the foundation here in the next video coming up. But anyway, thank you for watching.